Hi, I'm Leslie. It's so nice to see everybody again, and I thank anybody that's listening to this right now. It means the world to me. I'm just starting. I'm very like less than amateur of how to use YouTube and all of that, backgrounds and all of that. So just bear with me. This is pretty much just like basic YouTube stuff. I just wanted to start getting my poems that I write out there to share with people that may be going through a hard time. To make a long story short, in my first video, I mentioned that I have a bachelor's degree in psychology, so I was going to go the route of being a therapist. And then I decided, after working in the field for a little while, that I didn't want to get my master's in therapy or psychology. I decided to get my MFA, Master's of Fine Arts in Creative Writing, and specializing in poetry. But before I did all of that, I was pretty much self-taught. Since I was a little girl, I wrote poems. I remember writing a poem about Thanksgiving with my family one day, and I was probably about 10 years old. So before I even went to school, poetry was my thing. So long story short, if you could subscribe to my channel, that would mean the world to me. I really just want to share my poems with people who may be going through some things that I went through with depression, anxiety, and whatever else they may be going through. It doesn't have to be specifically mental health. It can be just life in general. It can be difficult at times. And I think through art, we can come together and know that, it sounds cliche, but know that we're not alone. Some of the artists I just want to give a shout out to that have really inspired me and I look up to a lot for their creative intelligence and amazingly creative work that they do. I'm a big Eminem fan. He's an amazing lyricist, and that's all I have to say about that. For those who know him, there's really nothing left to say. NF, Dax, Ren, a few more artists that I've just experienced, that I've just opened myself up to and have been listening to a lot. I like to learn about new artists and music. I love all art, poetry, music, dancing, anything. And I give a shout out to anybody that's doing anything that they love to do, that's in the arts or whatever it may be. But I just want to stop myself there. I'm a talker, so I could talk forever, but I want to read my poem to you. And if you could please subscribe, that way I can get the hope maybe that can reach more people. And there's been times when I was in the deepest depressive episodes that I, went to YouTube and put in NF or Dax or Eminem or Ren or whoever it may be, and one of their songs lifted me up and made me literally feel like I wasn't alone. And that's a powerful thing, that art can do that. So, alright, this one's titled The Painter. I'm not the best with titles. Actually, I want to give credit to my boyfriend, and he's the one that helped me with this, with the title. Okay, here we go. No more talking. The Painter. She walked on the dirt path, surrounded by thick, wild, disordered bushes, with glossy leaves that seemed like they were polished with a paintbrush, stained with wax, filling in the vertical cracks in its skin. Her footsteps leave an impression of the sole of her small feet, now leading to identification. Traces of her presence, no longer discreet. Bushes with concealed weapons of thorns that pierce her thin skin, blood dripping down onto the ground. Excrement stains the black with red, like paint splattered on a canvas. Her deathbed transforms into a portrait of burgundy. Adding black to any color, a darker version emerges, shades of apprehension covering the small slits of light filtered through. No longer providing a canopy of protection, shelter against the obscurity of blackness. No refuge to disentangle herself from the pain. She unravels like thin strings of thread from a spool. No acceptance, just ridicule. From the agony, soreness, and strain, overtaken by the depravity, this tragedy, revealing mortality. And I don't know if I said this, but I wrote that probably about 6 months ago. I've been writing a lot more lately. I want to just share that I feel like I'm doing a lot better as far as my depression and anxiety goes. I am learning a lot of so-called coping skills. I feel like that's a cliche thing to say, coping skills, but I just want to say, if I'll end with this, if anybody's out there and you feel like you're the only person in the world that's going through what you're going through, you're not. You're not alone. And I promise you that, even if it feels like you're completely alone, because I know how that feels. And honestly, you'll get through it if you just hold on. Okay? Just hold on to that hope, because there's people that care and there's people that love you. And I just want to end with that. So thank you so much for your valuable time and for giving me the privilege of you listening to me. So I will end with that. I have some tears in my eyes, but it means a lot to me. And I wish you all the best, and God bless. Love you all. Thank you.